Welcome back to Heath's house, where we do a little bit of everything all the time, and it usually turns out right. I'm over here at Homesteading Off the Grid. I'm checking out the 3 hives. And probably should have put my better bee suit on, but it's a lot hotter, and it's very hot out today, so hopefully I don't get stung too much. But let's check these girls out. They've stuck the top to the inner cover over the winter time. Man, this thing is on there. There it goes. That propolis is definitely like glue, isn't it? It's crazy. I'm gonna scrape this stuff off. They basically just seal the hive right together with this stuff. But we don't want that to happen anymore. So, all right, now we're gonna check into here, see how they are. I'm not gonna bother them too much. Let me do a lift first. All right, so they're really light. These girls are gonna need some food. Probably won't go into them too much because I need to get them food. That's the priority. But we'll see what's going on in a couple of these frames real quick. Yeah, they're completely empty right now, it looks like. Not a lot of small hive beetles, which is good, but that's probably because they don't have any food. So I'm definitely gonna have to get these girls some food. Good news is they now have a lot of clean comb for the queen to lay in. Now this one's got some food, so that's good. And they are bringing in nectar. So if you see, that's some fresh nectar they're bringing in from somewhere. So that's good. This one's pretty light. Empty. Oh, we got some brood though. This is awesome. So let me show you this. That is some brood surrounded by pollen. I mean, that's pretty cool. Looks like we got a ton more brood, some honey. I don't see any drone comb or anything like that. Trying to see if I see the queen. I got all the stages of larvae in here. Oh, yep. All right, real quick so we don't make her mad. And don't make them mad. See the queen right there? She should be, yeah, she's just getting over towards the brood right now. Yeah, they're kind of surrounding her now, but that's the queen. Sweet. And she's not marked, so she, this hive swarmed last year. And so that is a virgin queen. I'm gonna put her back in here and leave her alone. And then I'm gonna get these bees some food. Probably gonna bring them over a winter patty. And definitely gonna feed them some syrup. But that is awesome. She's in there, she's laying. We got all the stages of babies in there. All right, but she definitely needs some food, so I'm gonna put traps up here for the small hive beetles because they are gonna need it once I give them that winter patty. And then I'm gonna close them back up. Because today, that's all we wanted to see. And we know we gotta feed them. All right, so that one's good, which is awesome. They just need a lot of food. This one's quite a bit heavier, which is good. But they're gonna need some food too. And they're gonna need a patch on their stand because the wood came apart here over the winter time. And so they're coming in the back and the front. And we don't want that because that's just gonna give them more space they gotta defend. More entrances they gotta defend, I mean. So I'm gonna have to fix that up. Trying to get my little smoker going a little bit more. All right. Let's check this one out. And same thing. They stuck the cover to the thing. So we're gonna clean this off. Scrape all this propolis off. Man, there's a lot of it. Might actually set this out so they can collect it back up. I just set it right inside their hive for them. All right. That's not a small hive beetle, that was a ladybug. Well, the Chinese version at least. All right, let's do little smoke puffs. They are all clustered at the top. Looks like we got a lot of honey in these ones, and it looks like she might be laying over here. And we do have some more small hive beetle activity in this one, probably because they have more food. I'm gonna pull these out. Oh, there's a good one. Got it, smushed them. All right. And we'll refill these. Just getting off what little burr comb they have because we don't want that to get started up in there. And if this looks a little smaller, it is. This is an 8-frame hive. Yeah, they're bringing in nectar too. This is kind of cool. Some capped honey and some nectar. There's a lot of them down there. Just gonna pop these over. See if we see any brood up here. Oh, this is a heavy one. So this is a lot of nectar they brought in. This one's heavy, but it's not capped. But you see all that? That's all coming from somewhere. There's a vineyard about a mile from here. But I don't think that would be, I don't know. I don't know where they're getting the nectar from right now. But I haven't fed them yet. All right, so this one, she's laying up here. See if we can find the queen. That was pretty cool that I found the queen there. I don't normally find the queen. I suck at that part. But I'll show you this real quick. See if it gets picked up in this light. But that's all, none of that's brood. I mean capped brood right now. That is all the stages though, right before it gets capped. Try to go slow so you can focus. We'll see if that works. Yeah, I don't see the queen. This next one though is beautiful. Yeah, this one is, oh yeah. So that's just beautiful right there. Look at that brood. That's what that other frame will look like in a couple days. That's pretty cool. And I'm not seeing any drones here either. Don't see the queen. I don't see the queen, but if you notice, they're backfilling this one. There's brood, and there probably was brood in the middle, and they're backfilling it with nectar from somewhere. I don't know where they're getting this nectar from, but both sides of this getting backfilled with nectar. And the thing is, they have plenty of frames that are empty, and they're putting the nectar right into between the brood. Of course, the queen might have moved to the bottom. Oh, wow. I don't see the queen, but you might not be able to pick this up, but as I go through, the outer edges are eggs and larvae, and then as you see, it's capped. And you can see some of those fuzzy bees. Those things just came out, man. This is so cool. This is so cool. Like that one there, that one probably just hatched. This is so awesome. I want to be real careful because there is no drone here. There was no drone in my other 3 hives. So if you take the queen out, they'll try to make one, but I don't know where she's going to make. Try to puff past this. I think I might have let it go out. Oh well. Maybe a little bit. All right, there we go. Let's see what's on this frame. Oh, this one's heavier. This one is all pollen and nectar. Check that out. You can see the nectar mixed in with the pollen. That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it is. So cool. All right, I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put this frame, which was pretty empty, back in here. I'll leave that one they're filling with pollen and nectar on the outside. And we are gonna check the lower one on here. I think, based on the fact that they're filling those in, that queen probably did move to the bottom of this one. Oh yeah, because this is where all the weight is. Yeah, this one's pretty light. So I bet the queen's down here, which is good. Yeah, see them getting mad right now? Queen's down here. So I'm probably not going to open this up. I don't want to risk hitting the queen, but she's probably laying down in here. It does look like it, so that's awesome. That's awesome. But I'm going to need to bring another box over for these girls. Oop. Almost forgot the Swiffer sheets. There wasn't too many small hive beetles in these, but they are crazy. They're so crazy. They're everywhere. And we don't want to give them any more stress than they need, these girls. All right. Oop. Strap this back down. All right. So that was awesome. We found one queen. She's at the top. I'm going to bring over some food for them. The other one had a lot more nectar that they brought in. tons of brood, and she's moved down to the bottom where she needs to be, so that's awesome. But now we're gonna go over to the other hive. All right, there we go. This one, we're gonna do a camp out pretty soon, so I can get this one moved over to the hive stand. And actually, we can check this out and see what's going on right now. They're bringing in nectar too, it looks like. That's awesome. See what we got down in the lower one. That one's pretty empty. There we go. Now it's starting to smoke again. All right, let's do a weight check on this. Ah, this one's nice and heavy too. This one's still got some good stores. So that one ate through a lot of their stores. Oh, I'm gonna have to show you this, just so you can see how sticky this stuff is. I mean, look at that. That is all just the propolis that they put on here. Sticks these things together. It's crazy. I'm gonna drop that right there for them. These girls are starting to get a little frisky. You can see them flying around a lot more than the other one. But we don't really have any activity here, like small hive beetle, I mean, in the traps like the other two. That's probably because there's a lot more bees in here. I'm gonna put another box on here. Yeah, this is a 10 frame, so I'm probably gonna put a box on here because they look pretty cramped. Let me go grab that real quick. All right, so once we're done inspecting, we're going to drop this box on for them. Get some more Swiffer sheets out. But there's one or two hive beetles, but not many. Let's see if you can see here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but there's one that's just diving at my face. So I might not go in here too much, but I want to check it a little bit. This was the heaviest out of the three of them, and they're bringing in nectar too. That's awesome. I want to see if there's any brood up top. Honey. No brood. Not seeing anything in that one. Oh yeah, there we go. We got some brood now. I think there's some eggs in this one. Oh yeah, there's some larvae right there. So let me see if I can find the queen. I don't know if this queen is marked. Yeah. So this one, let's see here, where's the, all right, so right there, should be dead center for you guys, there's some larvae, and there's some eggs around it, but it's a lot harder to see here. Got some beautiful brood though. Man, that'd be sweet if we could find 2 queens, right? I don't see it, but I'll show you this. Look how clean the capping is on that brood. That's just pretty. Beautiful sunlight. There's nectar around it. Different stages, like the eggs are right there. Moves to the larva, then the cap. So that whole thing will be capped here shortly. Yeah, there's a lot of brood. This is awesome. We know she's doing good, so I don't really need to find the queen. I'm gonna put some Swiffer sheets down. This propolis is all over my hands, so it's making everything sticky. But I am gonna add another box because they're gonna need it. Right. Space these out a little bit. All right, perfect. Well, that was awesome. And I left that propolis right there on their front porch. They'll reharvest all of that and bring it back inside. Probably make it so it's harder to open up next time. But there was a lot of beautiful brood in there. That queen's doing awesome. These ones have plenty of food too right now, but they were running out of space. So I added that extra box where I didn't add to the other ones because they have a lot more space to grow right now. But yeah, this is so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna take off shortly. And I'll see y'all around. So thanks for stopping into his house, where the food's always fresh, the bees are crazy, and the back deck's always open. Check you next time. Bye.